Okay, today we're going to show you how to use matchingdonors.com as a new patient. You've already signed up as a patient and you have a membership and you put in your profile. Those are the first steps. Now, on a daily basis, this is what you'll do. You go to patient login. This should be very simple. It should only take you about 20 minutes each day. If you do it every day, you're going to get a lot of success. So, put in a username and password, which is test. For us, what we have is a username and password for a test account, and there we go. This is what your screen will look like. And what we did is we did a really good analysis of the patients that were getting transplants very quickly, and we did this over the past 2 or 3 years. And they all came back with the same things. And so we put it right here. And I'll explain all these steps for you. Before you use matchingdonors.com, please read and follow these instructions. In order to be successful with your matchingdonors.com account, you must be proactive. And it says right here, we performed an analysis of the patients that are getting donors and transplants the quickest on matchingdonors.com. And they all said to get the best results in response for your Matching Donors account, you must do the following. 1. Use Matching Donors every day and send your profile out to every donor in our database every day. 2. Contact donors through your search agent at least once a day. 3. Also, contact all donors that you can by telephone. If they don't show a telephone number, then send them a private message through matchingdonors.com asking them to contact you and asking them if you can have their telephone number. Whenever you send a message, your profile automatically goes along with it. 4. Contact Matching Donors within 3 days of finding a donor that has had a blood test and matched to you to start the process of us trying to help you and your donor with travel arrangements. And number 5, please be responsible. So let's go over them one at a time. Use Matching Donors every day and send your profile out to every donor in our database every day. Okay, here's the instructions on how to do that. Do this by pressing on the Edit Update Patient Profile button at the top of this page. Then scroll to the bottom of the next page under where it states earliest date the patient can accept organ. Choose the ASAP date, then press on Submit Update button. Do this every day until you find your matched donor. Every time you do this, your profile will be sent to every donor in our database through their search agent. Your profile will also go towards the top of the patient searchable list. So let's do that. So you sign to matchingdonors.com and you go into Edit Update Patient Profile. Press on that. Nothing's really changed in anything that you've written here. It's all the same. The story is still the same. But the date is going to be today's date. So today's date right now is April 24th. You'll press on that. Submit Update. Boom. That's it. That means now your profile has been sent to every single donor in the database that has a search agent, and they all have search agents, that says they want to donate to someone who needs a kidney. Okay. Now go back to Patient Desktop Home. Also, when you just did that, if someone comes to Matching Donors and just searches for a donor, your name will be at the top of the list for that day. And it runs arbitrarily. So say today is Wednesday, and 10 people updated their profile. This doesn't mean the person at 12:01 a.m. gets the top listing. It just means out of those 10 people, you're within those 10 people someplace. Okay. So now, let's go to number 2. Contact donors through your search agent at least once a day. Every day you will receive a list of donors' profiles from your search agents. These are very active donors that want to be contacted. This is the list of the past 3 days' new and updated donors. Check your list at least once per day by going to the top of your patient desktop and pressing on the Press Here to view your daily donor matches at any time link. Donors add and deactivate their profiles continuously during the day, so check this list as often as you can. If you want to save the list of donors, you can email it to yourself. This is the most likely place for patients to find their donors. This list is available at the top of your patient desktop when you sign into your account, which is right here. Press here to view daily donor matches anytime is right there. Okay. This is the best way for patients to find donors, since patients can't search for donors any other way. You're not able to search the entire list of our thousands of donors. You're able to search the list of donors that are new and updated in the past few days. So that means a donor comes in on Monday, they put their information in, they're on the search agent. A donor is in the website and they've been there for a couple of months or a week or a day. They've tested for someone, they don't match for someone. They know to update their profile, then their profile will be shown on that searchable list. That list is the best place to find your donors. Always contact donors by pressing on the Send Private Message button when you respond to donors. When you respond to donors through the search agent, your messages to them and their subsequent messages to you will be in your inbox above, which is right up here, inbox. Okay, so now let's do number 2. Contact your donors through a search agent at least once a day. Okay, so now you come in, and they press on your donor matches. When you put your information in, it says that you need a kidney. A kidney is given to you as a search term. You press on that. Does not mean A type, A positive, A negative. This just means a kidney. And let's see what we have for donors in the past few days that are new and updated. We have on here, today's list, we have 56 donors. That's since in the past 7 days that are new and updated. Now those are the ones who want to show their profiles and show their information and do want to be contacted. But donors like you can either be open and available, just like Mary Jones is here as the first one. They can be confidential, as the second one is, which means they'll show you as much information as they want, but they're not going to give their name or contact information. And third is private. Private means they're not on this list. They want to contact patients themselves. They do not want to be contacted by patients directly. Let's go in. Now, your blood type, as you know, your blood type is compatible with other blood types. If you are a recipient with an O, you can only take from an O. If you're an A, you can take from an A and an O. If you're a B, you can take from an A, B, or AB. And if you're an O, you can take from anyone. So those are the blood types. And when you want to see the donors, you press on their name. Confidential, if it's confidential. So the first one we have is Mary Jones. Let's press on her. Okay, Mary Jones right here is a test donor. Mary Jones lives in Los Angeles, California. See a little picture of her and her family. Her telephone number is available. Just like you with your confidentiality, you can have your name, address, telephone number, anything shown or not shown. The only thing that is not shown to anyone at any time are email addresses. We do not allow email addresses to be used on the site. So now you can see that Mary Jones lives in Los Angeles. She's a blood type O positive. She lives in the United States. She's willing to travel. I'm here to donate a kidney. Additional comments. I always want to donate a kidney to someone. Now I'm at the point in my life where I can. I'm a high school teacher and would prefer to have the transplant during the summer vacation time. Please contact me so I can help you. Best, Mary. The biography may be the same as the comments. Sometimes they are different things. So then I said, I like Mary, and Mary is a person that I would like to talk to see if she would be willing to be tested to donate to me. You can do a couple of things. Because Mary may have her information in now, and like anyone, she may find a patient that she wants to get tested for. She may say, I'm going to deactivate. When she deactivates her account until the time when she's ready to donate to someone else, her name will be off that list. So if you see someone that you like, that you want to talk to, save the donor profile. Just press on that. That way, your potential donors will be saved right here. It says Save Potential Donors, Mary Jones. And that'll be saved always. So you can always get back and forth to her. So even if she removes herself, Mary Jones is here. If you press on Mary Jones, it'll come up again. So you can contact her. So let's go back to Mary. So now, there's different ways you can contact her. Donor biography is just something you're going to read. Print biography is just printing exactly what she's all about. That's if you want to print it, if you want to keep a hard copy of it. Now, there's 2 different ways to contact her by this site. One is one-click notify, which is just a generic email sending the person to your message to her saying, I need a kidney for a better life. Whatever you put into that short profile at the beginning of the site. That's good, but much better way to contact people is by send a private message. When you press on that, press on send a private message, that will bring you to the bottom of her page. The more personalized you can put it, the better it is. So if I put, hi Mary, I Hope you are well. I see that you have, just go on, I see that you have a compatible blood type that would be compatible to me. Would you be willing to be tested for me? And then you send a private message. When you send a private message, just like an email, your message will go in as an outbound message on your inbox. So my inbox message is right here. Press on that if you want. And you can see one message in the outbox. So this message was sent to Mary. If you look on the right-hand side, you can see an envelope right there. That's the read status. That means Mary has not read the message yet. When you send something to Mary, even though she'll get a message in her inbox on Matching Donors, she'll also get an email from Matching Donors saying that she has a message from a patient from Matching Donors. So she'll get a message immediately. Now, when you send the message also, your profile will go right along with it. Just like here, when you see, hi Mary, and her profile is right here. In her inbox is her profile. In her inbox, she will see one of these, which will show your profile. So you don't have to put your whole profile in the message. They'll know that the profile will go along with it. So in the message that you send will just be, hi Mary, I hope you're well. I hope the weather's great in Los Angeles. I see you have a compatible blood type. You're a teacher. My parents were teachers. Whatever there's compatible information, use it. And ask them if they would be willing to be tested for you. Now, we'll go back to the donor matches at any time. Any kidney. And go back to Mary. Now, when you see Mary, you see she has a telephone number. Definitely call the donor. Or they'll put down the best to reach telephone number. Definitely call them. If 10 people emailed someone, a donor, looking for a transplant, and one person called the person and talked to them, the probability is that the person who called them is the one who's going to get the transplant. So they feel a compatibility with them. They feel, this person is real. This person is reaching out to me. If for any reason they don't have a telephone number, please put down on that message that you just sent, when you sent a private message, can you please give me your telephone number so I can call you? And that goes back and forth like that. That you do with all the donors that have compatible blood types. Now, some donors will have the compatible blood type listed, where it'll say, O positive right here. When you go into their account, it will say their blood type right there. So you need to press on each one. And the only reason why we don't restrict it by blood type is because people can do paired exchange, where if you have someone willing to donate to you but that doesn't match you, and someone has someone willing to donate to them but doesn't match them, you can trade off. Hospitals do allow paired exchange. In paired exchange, you'll see them listed in here as a paired exchange. Right here. Here's one. Here's someone that put in their donor. They have a potential paired exchange donor, blood type A positive, patient blood type O positive. But we have so many donors that you really don't need to do a paired exchange. Paired exchanges may take a lot longer. If you have one, you can always try it, not an issue. People that follow our instructions and are very active with the site get their transplants very quickly. So that's number 2. Contact donors through the search agent at least once a day. Now, number 3, which we just talked about. Contact all donors that you can by telephone. If they don't show a telephone number, then send them a private message through Matching Donors. Ask them to contact you, asking them if you can have their telephone number. We just did that. And that's it. And you do that every day. Now, this list changes continuously, so we suggest coming in at least once a day. Mary Jones, if Mary Jones does not find a patient that is compatible to her, she's not testing for a patient, she may show up here for a few days. If she shows up for a few days, it means she doesn't have a patient. And they know that when they are on here that they need to update their profile so that other people can see them if they want the patients to see them. So that works out extremely well. Now, always press here to go back to the patient desktop home. It's pretty simple. That is where you started from. Your patient desktop home is right here. Just press on that and you're there. That's when you sign in. That's the desktop that you get. here we go, number 4. Contact matching donors within 3 days of finding a donor that has a blood test and match to you to start the process of trying to help you with your donor, you and your donor with travel arrangements. So if you do have a donor that did contact a transplant coordinator, had the blood test done, and they are a match to you, and they're going for further testing, give us a call. We're very good at getting airfare, food and lodging, and transportation for donors to and from surgery. Hospitals also can arrange that, but we'll help with that also. And then the last part, please, you must be responsible. Do not deal with any donors or hospitals outside of your own country. We will not support them. And we're adamant about that. You cannot deal with any hospital or donor outside of your country. Do not give any money to any donor for any reason, or pay for anything for a donor for any reason. All money to donors for any reason must be paid through your hospital. Almost all hospitals have arrangements with the transplant coordinators that if you need to pay someone for testing, if you had to do that, or travel, they take care of all that. You never, ever, ever want to pay a donor anything. Okay, the third part. Do not give your email address or cell phone number or send a text to anyone, and do not contact any donor at their personal email address for any reason. All messages must go through your matchingdonors.com inbox. And this is just to avoid anyone that is on there for all the wrong reasons. Even though we have a lot of law enforcement that watch the site with real and phony profiles looking for unscrupulous people, but it seems like those people that want to try to do something do it through an email or a text or a cell phone. So to avoid all that problem, do not give your email, text, or cell phone to anyone for any reason. Also, do not mention any other website or company through matchingdonors.com. We put this in because there are some good companies out there that deal with organ transplantation, and there's some bad ones. And we don't want anyone to be confused with us with them. So we do not allow you to mention any other website or company through Matching Donors, period. If you do not abide by these rules, you'll be permanently removed from the website, and no refund will be given. We have law officials checking the correspondences from patients and donors on a regular basis. You can also report the profile of any donor that you think should be reported to Matching Donors for abuse of the system. Just press on the donor's profile, then press on the Report Profile button. And that's it. That's all you have to do. So let me go to the top again, and now we see all this. Let's go as a regular normal day. Okay, so go to Matching Donors. You should do this every day until you get a transplant. You just sign in, go to Patient Login, and we'll put the test information in. Test John, and then you'll sign in using your username and password. Number 1, you press on the Edit Update Patient Profile. Press on that, and you'll scroll down, and you press the ASAP, Submit. That's it. You'll hit Patient Desktop. Now you're going to go to your number 2, which is your search agents, and those are right here. And then you press on your search agent word or kidney to view your daily search agent results of donors that want to be contacted. Press that. Okay, scroll down, and there's your donors. And you'll see, okay, let's check on Mary Jones. She has blood type O. I want to send her a private message. We'll put in test. Test. And we'll put in test. And we'll send her a private message. There you go. Go back to Patient Desktop. And that's it. Pretty simple. Any other ones you have on the search agent, contact them by telephone if you can. And that's it. And then do that every day. And as soon as you get someone that is a match, give us a call. Thank you.